Happy Homebrew Wednesday, take 17. You always wondered what the 17 stood for, didn't you? Now you know. Cheers. This is a New England Style IPA, and this is the collab beer Ryan and I did, Brew. This is my version. He's got a version too. And the glass I picked up for $1 at the local thrift store. I love that. I always go through there and look for nice beer glasses because I do have a tendency to break them, and the kids have broken a couple. Wife broke one. Anyway, it happens. It's glass. It's gonna break. Probably. Cheers. So Tyler's getting those beers hopefully in the next couple of days from me, and then they're going to get redistributed, and I have a video I'm going to try to post up and share with everybody. You guys can see what kind of we came up with, and we got a little brewing footage. Additionally, I have received a couple of beer mails. I want to send a huge thanks and shout out to Lucky 13 Brewing in Chicago. Kyle sent me a pretty sweet package. I've got, let's see, I got a New England IPA, which I've already had. I got what else did I get? I got a couple of Mosaic Pale Ales, which are kind of his take on Lizard King from Pipeworks, which is a rad Mosaic beer. It's awesome. It's pretty hefty. Let's see. His starting gravity was 1064. He did 2 different batches. Same day, he did a double brew day, and he did 2 different yeasts. So one is the hothead yeast from Omega, which I've been wanting to try out because it really doesn't care about fermentation temperatures, and you can actually ferment like up into the 80s without a problem. So that's pretty darn cool. So definitely want to play with that in the future. I'm going to see what that thing is bringing because it sounds wicked. The New England IPA is called You Can't Handle the Juice. So that's pretty awesome. It was good. I've got what he's calling Joy Raspberry Wild Ale, and this is a beer that was going for a long time. Pretty awesome. It's a Goose Island Lolita style. I won't say clone, but his take on it. So awesome sauce. Really pumped to get into some stuff. Oh, I also have an extract sour that he did too. So anyway, pretty excited to get into the rest of those. First brew was pretty solid, so pretty cool. I also got a beer mail from Mitch at Fremont Street Brewing Company, and he's kind of new to the BrewTube scene, but he's on the Facebook BrewTubers group, and he's been pretty active posting stuff. Anyway, rad guy. Really excited to try some of his beers. 2 of his beers are actually were aged for a year in the sister barrel of the barrel that I have, that I did sow beer in, and that now has the Imperial Stout in. So, huge thumbs up to that. What else do I have going on? I brewed last weekend on Memorial Day weekend. I brewed on Memorial Day, actually. Had a real nice brew day. Just did a single 5-gallon batch. Actually like a 6+ gallon batch. I did the pineapple mango saison. So I am going to cut off of here and put the couple clips on in that from that brew day, so you guys can check that out. Other than that, we got together this week on Tuesday for the tasting of the Dropkick Nate that was done at the brewery, and then everyone split off and did their own fermentations. Pretty cool. There was a number of them. We had one that was fermented with Denny's favorite, and it was dry hopped with Citra, Amarillo, and then a secondary dry hopper, double dry hop with all leaf Citra. That beer was really tasty, well fermented, just well executed. The dry hops worked really nicely in that. Had one that had 9 ounces of dry hops. It had, geez, what did it have? It had Equinox, and then it had, I think, 4 ounces of Equinox and like 5 ounces of Cascade. No, that's wrong. Had Equinox, and then it had Cascade, and then it also had some Calypso. So it had a whole bunch of dry hops going into it. That beer, the bitterness kicked up. The aroma was pretty strong. It was good. And then there was a one that was done with a German wheat ale yeast and no dry hops, so it kind of had a banana character. That was fun. There was one that was done with US-05 and dry hopped with God, I can't even remember now. So many different varieties. Dry hopped with a kind of a unique strain, non-IPA, juicy, fruity, citrusy kind of hop. It was Delta. It was Delta, yeah. Then there was one that had no dry hops, and it was fermented with the White Labs East Coast Ale. That was good. Really berry forward, I thought. What else do we have? We had mine, which was the S189 lager, so it was a drop temp Nate, and then I did the 644. 644 was a hit. Everyone really liked that. Man, there was another one that was kind of unique. Anyway, there was a whole slew of them, and we got to try it. That wasn't even all of them. Some people didn't make it. Some people didn't send their beers. Some people just didn't have them. I didn't get to try the breweries, but I was told that the breweries is still available if we get over there. So my plan is to get over there and try their version, so that'll be cool. But that's it. I'm going to bust off of here and put a couple of little clips in from my brew day. I will get some more videos coming. I've got a ton of stuff in the backlog, a mountain of beer reviews, homebrew reviews that are scheduled to get edited here quickly. So I'm going to get to those. I'm going to get on my way. Hope you guys are having a great week. I've got some brews in the works. I got to get brewing. So cheers, everybody. Have a great week. And until I see you again, homebrew up. Cheers. Hey, it's brew day. Drinking a little drop temp Nate. Brewing the pineapple mango saison today. Collecting second runnings. First runnings were coming in about 1093. Second runnings are right there. Pretty clear. We're starting to get down to the tail end, it looks like. So, I think I've got about another, I don't know, quarter, maybe half gallon before I've collected the complete runnings. Kettle's full of the first runnings. Not much to see there. So I'll come back when I'm doing some hop drops. There's really only 2 hop drops in this whole beer, a bittering edition and then a flame out edition. Total of 1.5 ounces. And the IBUs are about 24, 25. And it gets Saison Stein's Monster, the Omega OYL 500, I think is what they go with on that. But it's warming up. It's probably 80, 85 outside. So, feeling it. Beautiful day though. So far, fairly uneventful. Just need to figure out how I'm going to chill this beer and, yeah, finish up the brew day. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with my barrel method. I'm going to throw some ice blocks in there. I felt the water temperature. It's not bad right now. It's probably 60s, low 60s. Feels pretty cool. And I'm going to throw my frozen ice jugs in it, and then once it's time to really drop the temp down during chilling, I'll throw a 20-pound bag of ice in there. So, rock and roll. See you guys in a little bit. Cheers. Whoa, it's alive. There she is. Just reached boil. Giddy up. Shall we? Booyah. Alright. Let's kill this thing. Nice rigorous boil. There we go. Little US halibut. Alright, give that a stir. Now we're going to start chilling. So here's what we got. Kettle, pump, up into the plate chiller, and back into the fermenter. And over here, submersible pump. Threw 20 pounds of ice in there. And I did have it around, running around 70 off into the fermenter, but it's crept up a little bit. But all in all, pretty good. Can't complain. Normally summer months we're looking at 80 if we're lucky. So I'll take 72. I'll throw it in the fridge for a few hours and get it down. Pitch about 68. Rock and roll. It's a saison, so I usually let it kind of free rise up until, I don't know, 80 or so, sometimes a little north of that. So, cheers. Starting gravity is 1064, so happy with that. I think the target was 1065, so all good. I'm trying to run off a little extra volume so I can have a little less loss when I put the fruit in. That tends to consume about a half gallon or so of beer, so maybe a quart to a half gallon. Alright, talk to you guys later. Cheers.